cow, look at that thing.
Hello folks, this is Scott Turner from Silo Outdoors, and I just want to take a minute here to show a basic setup that we're using. As far as my rod and reel, I'm using a level line. I'm using the Shimano Corvallis 401. It's the same setup that I use for steelhead, salmon. You want to have a pretty stout setup when you're out here fishing the ocean. I've got a 9-foot Fenwick, medium heavy, and one of the reasons I'm using such a long pole out here is you're fishing off these rocks, and the idea is that you want to keep your line out over the rocks as much as possible so it doesn't get snagged up as often. And also, these fish, like, their first instinct when you hook them is to run back on these rocks, so it's nice to have a little bit of leverage out there to pull them out. And there are some big fish out here. There are some big lingcod. There was a guy yesterday caught a 31-inch lingcod. A couple of the guys said that they caught a couple 35-inchers a couple days before, so there's some big fish to be caught out here. But we're basically just focusing on catching the rockfish, like the greenling, the sea bass, cabezon, the surf perch. And our basic setup we're using to catch those fish is fairly simple. We have a 2-ounce sinker on the very bottom. You're going to tie it on the very bottom end of your line. Then you're going to come up about 14 inches. What you're going to do there is you're going to tie a knot. So make a loop, grab your line back here, and then you're just going to tie the loop through that. And then you're going to go one more time. And then we're just going to pull that tight. So basically you tied a knot, put a loop in your line. And what we're going to do there is we're using a size number 2 hook, octopus hook, and I've actually snelled them myself. I don't believe that you can find these snelled in the stores. And I like to use octopus hooks for the bait we're using today. They seem to work really well. So basically, here's a loop that you just made in your line. Put that through the loop, your snelled hook, put the hook through the loop you made, pull it tight. And there's one. And then we're going to go up about another 14 to 16 inches. We're going to do the same thing. Make a loop, through the loop you made, and then we're going to double. Pull it tight, and then you can put a second hook on here. And the good thing about using 2 hooks out here is you can put a couple different baits on there. You can use a jig, which there are some that do work pretty good out here. White is a popular color. Also chartreuse. So that's our basic setup. And then we've been using sand shrimp. And you go through a lot of these things. They're real soft bodies. And basically you want to pull these pinchers off because the fish don't like those things. And then we're just breaking them in half. And put them on a hook like that. And then you put the tail through the bottom. A lot of the gear that we're using, you definitely want to have some pliers because most of these fish have teeth. That's our basic setup for the greenling, the sea bass we've been catching. The lingcod, though, a lot of guys like using these, the big swim baits. These are big 4 to 5 inch plastics, white. It's a very popular color, so is chartreuse. Guys also use slip bobbers with herring. That's what a fellow caught a nice 31-incher this morning. The only thing you have to worry about is crabs like them too, so you got to try and keep them off the bottom as much as you can. But This also helps. I've got a holder for all my hooks, so before you come out, you can snell your own hooks, these octopus style, and get a bunch of setups made so you're not sitting out here tying all day, because I'm here to tell you, you're going to break off a bunch. Bring some heavy line. I'm using a 30-pound strand, magnet thin. I'm going to show you how we fish this. I've got my 2-ounce sinker in the bottom, my size 2 octopus hooks on top, both with half a sand shrimp on. That's all the bait you need. So basically out here, on both sides of this jetty, typically everybody fishes the north side. That's where we've had the best luck, but the wind is just blowing like crazy over there right now. But you're kind of using the same tactics on both sides. You've got a row of rocks that shoots out here, but it only goes out so far. And on this side, you've got sand. Most of those fish are going to be right on that break line. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to cast over the rocks, and you're going to work your bait back in towards them.
This is an aerial view of a jetty similar to the one we fished in Newport. The letters represent areas similar to the ones that we fished close to deep water, and the yellow lines represent the break lines where most of the fish we were catching were laying in wait.
Because those fish are going to be waiting right on the edge of that break line, because that's where the most food is. You know, if they get out in the open, then bigger fish or birds can eat them. Seals. There's tons of seals around here. And that's basically where we're catching all of our fish. It's right on that break line. Right where the big rocks meet the sand, or on the opposite side. But on the north side, it's a gravel bottom until it comes into those big rocks. You know, you're going to lose a lot of tackle that way, so bring a lot of sinkers, bring a lot of hooks, bring extra line to tie them up, because you're going to lose them. And crabs are going to pull your bait down into those. But just let it sit up there for a while, for about 5-10 minutes, and if I don't get a bump, then I'll just pull it in a little ways. And it really depends on what the tide's doing. When there's a strong tide coming in or out, there's going to be more current, so your bait's going to drift along the bottom until it hits that break line, which actually works really, really well. Fish. Well, that feels like a pretty good one too. Nice greenling. Check that guy out. Very nice. It's like how that bass bit. It's a pretty good one. Yeah, we're good. That's a pretty good one right there. Shrimp. Yes, sir. There's a fish. Little guy. Griff. Little dude. Check out this guy. Got his little cabins on here. Season doesn't open until July 1st. I don't think he's big enough anyways, but that is a mug only a mom could love. a good one too. Nice. Oh yeah. Stay on, baby. Nice. Oh, you got a good fish? Well, I'm getting the rocks. Huh? Is it big? Holy cow, dude. I'll just have to help you grab it, dude. Dude, that's big, though. Is he still on? Huh? Lingcod had a greenling.
I had the greenling on, and the lingcod was on the greenling.
Holy cow, dude.
I had two.
Oh my gosh, that's what that was? Did it get off? Oh my god, dude.
That's what I was like,
Dude, he's probably off now.
yeah.
Let me see your pole, bud.
Probably in there now.
Yeah, you just got the greenling now. Oh my gosh. Like, it's awesome you caught that, but dude, the lingcod chomped that thing?
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude. What are the...
I never saw that happen before at all.
Oh my gosh, dude. That was like, what the heck is that thing? Is a monster.
I know. And I have it.
Yeah.
Like, get the net.
There's no hook in him, though. Get the net. Dude, I saw him smash it. Oh, lingcod, baby. Holy cow, look at that thing. Dude. See it. Yes! Yes, sir! Oh my gosh!
Yes,
Look at that, baby!
Look at those fucking teeth.
Woo, what's up?
Look at those teeth.
Oh, dude, I saw him smash it right on top of the water. I was lifting the bait out of the water, and he crushed it. Look at that.
Yes.
Yes! Awesome!
Flathead, too.
That was so cool, dude. I gotta make sure he's long enough. That was crazy, dude.